Hi, I'm Reese Howard. Welcome to today's edition of Education Buzz. Miss McCracken is on the line to tell us what is buzzing at Snow Hill Elementary.
Hi, Reese. Thank you so much for having me. I am honored and excited to tell you about Pyramid Response to Intervention at Snow Hill Elementary School. Pyramid Response to Intervention at SHES is a system that ensures that every student has what they need to be successful. Through a collaborative approach with professional learning communities at the grade level and at the school level, students no longer belong to one teacher. The success of students has become the responsibility of a team of teachers and of the school intervention team.
That sounds great, but how do you know the teachers have what they need to be successful?
Reese, that is a fantastic question because the success of every student begins with the teachers. That is why we have professional learning communities, or PLCs as we like to call them. Through the PLC format, the capacity of teachers is strengthened through a team approach of professional learning. Teachers study standards, discuss curriculum, research best practices for instruction, and plan for appropriate remediations and interventions. The beauty of it all is a team approach that leads to increased student achievement.
What keeps these teams focused on student achievement?
I am so glad you asked this. A continual focus on data through the team teaching assessing cycle requires that collectively we are analyzing student data, making curricular and instructional changes, providing timely remediations, and extensive interventions when necessary. As a collective team, we are all accountable for the progress and success of every Snow Hill Elementary School student.
Snow Hill Elementary School sounds like a special place to go to school and work. Would you be willing to show one of our reporters around the school?
Of course. I already have a collaborative teacher team leader, PRTI coach, interventionist, and our principal lined up. They are eager to share what the buzz is about.
Hello, my name is Summer Young, and I am reporting live outside of Snow Hill Elementary School for Education Buzz. We are about to go inside, but first I would like you to meet Mrs. McCracken. She is going to lead us on our PRTI tour.
Hi, Summer, and welcome to Snow Hill Elementary School. I am first going to introduce you to Miss Knock, one of our collaborative teacher team leaders. She is going to talk about PLCs and the team teaching assessing cycle. Let's go.
Miss Knock, Mrs. McCracken said you were going to talk to us about being a team leader.
Welcome, Summer, and thank you. It's a really exciting time to be here at Snow Hill Elementary School. We're making a difference with kids by taking a collaborative approach. Our grade level teams work together as a professional learning community, and we go through a team teaching assessing cycle. This cycle has 4 phases. I'm going to show you these 4 phases. Phase 1 is when we select and unwrap our standards and decide what curriculum we're going to teach in our unit plan. Cycle 2 is when we pre-test those students with the unit plan and decide who is going to need some extra support and who might be available for an enrichment opportunity. And cycle 3, we're going to continue to teach, and we're going to formatively assess our students, and we're going to make sure that our strategies are making a difference in the classroom. And by cycle 4, we're doing post-assessment, and during that post-assessment, we're going to identify the kids that actually need a little bit extra support with these unit standards.
Wow, this seems like important work. What do you do when you are really concerned about a student?
That's a really important question, and I think you need to go talk to Mrs. Mogan to explain our school intervention team in great detail.
That's my next stop. Thanks, Miss Knock. Mrs. Knock pointed me in your direction to learn more about the school intervention team.
Oh, hi, Summer. I will tell you all about our school intervention team.
Wonderful.
Our school intervention team takes a more focused view on students who are unresponsive within tiers of PRTI. This team fuses the talents of a diverse group of educators to provide a powerful problem-solving team. Our school intervention team consists of administration, CRT, PRTI coach, math instructional coach, school counselor, collaborative team teacher leaders, speech-language pathologist, and special education teacher. Then this team works directly with teachers to provide recommendations for all of struggling students. The main responsibility of this team is to identify specific learning needs of students who are struggling within the tiers of PRTI, then talk about interventions, and then, if necessary, revise the interventions. If students are still unresponsive within all tiers of PRTI, school intervention team will decide if and when special education testing is needed.
This is impressive and definitely what is best for kids. Is there anyone who could talk about interventions?
Yes, our school is fortunate enough to have a reading resource coach who is specialist in interventions. You should go and talk to Mrs. Aranella.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you, Mrs. Morgan.
Hi, you must be Summer Young from Education Buzz. I've been waiting for you.
Mrs. Morgan told me that you were the one to talk to about interventions.
Absolutely. I love interventions. And we have this intervention library here at Snow Hill Elementary School, which is a great resource for our teachers. My favorite intervention is kindervention. And boy, do I have a good success story for you. I had a student in kindergarten last year who at the beginning of the year was really struggling. She didn't know hardly any letters or sounds. But we worked together all year in kindervention. At one point, her teacher and I decided that she had made enough growth, and we sent her, she got to stay into the classroom for a while. And through PRTI, we realized maybe she needed a little bit more help. So she joined my group again for a little bit. This year, in first grade, she's not in any reading intervention. She's on grade level for reading. So that was one of my favorite success stories about kindervention.
Thank you for letting me visit.
Welcome to the studio, Dr. Cooper. Thank you so much for joining us here at Education Buzz.
Thanks, Reese, for having me. I am honored to be here, and anytime I get the opportunity to share the great things that we're doing at Snow Hill Elementary School, of course I take it. I'm sure you've heard all about our PRTI at Snow Hill Elementary School, but I bet what you really want to know is if it works. So what I'd like to do is share some data with you, okay? All right. So last year, this shows our data from 14-15, and at the beginning of the last year in reading, 10 of our students were identified as Tier 3 from our universal screening tool. By the end of the year, only 3 students in the entire school were considered Tier 3. You can also see that the number of Tier 1 students increased significantly from the beginning of the year to the end. In mathematics, we had even better results. In the beginning of the year, 29 students were identified as Tier 3, with only 4 students being at Tier 3 at the end of the year. The rapid increase in student achievement is due to our pyramid response to intervention. Whether it's strengthening the core instruction in Tier 1, or providing remediations in Tier 2, or intensive interventions in Tier 3, our Snow Hill Elementary School team is up for the challenge. And we continue to be up for the challenge every day. Our students are the heart of everything that we do at Snow Hill Elementary School, and our goal is for all students to be college and career ready. The success at Snow Hill Elementary School wouldn't be possible if we didn't have a shared vision and the mutual accountability for all students. We truly feel like, as a faculty, that we are in this together. Our support system is strong as we continue to build our knowledge for what it takes to make sure that students are ready for college and career every day.
This edition of Education Buzz will air on October 20th, 2015. Dr. Cooper, Miss McCracken, and Miss Morgan will be in the studio to answer your questions you still have about the PTR at Snow Hill Elementary School.
Thanks.